Hello everybody, welcome to Block Hood. Block Hood is a city building simulator that celebrates the diversity and experimentation of cities. You will have full access to 80 plus building blocks to celebrate and combine unique neighborhoods and discover hidden inhabitants of each combination. The game will embark in a story of ecology, understanding how resources are needed to unlock new configurations and allow prosperous neighborhoods. You will need to avoid the decay of your city block by making sure each unit doesn't run out of resources. So this game is coming out very soon. It's a closed beta for the month of November, December, and I believe they are aiming for early January 2016 for a release date. I've had my eye on this for quite a while. I remember seeing it on Greenlight back in the summer, and I have a big old list of Greenlight games that I'm keeping my eye on. This game finally came out. They sent me the key about 10 minutes ago, and we're just going to jump right into the tutorial. I'm probably going to put an annotation here, or here, I don't know, somewhere. So if future viewers want to skip the tutorial as we get deeper into the game, they can go right ahead, but we're going to start off learning the game together. Right off the bat, there's a bit of a bug. Some of the numbers aren't appearing, because there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing the 2, 5, and 6. Anyway, we're going to jump at the very first tutorial. Welcome to Tutorial 1. In this series of tutorials, you will learn how to play Block Hood. Follow the objectives and you will learn all the mechanics of the game. So objectives, learn how to create and delete blocks. Difficulty, easy. I imagine so. You don't want your tutorial to be too difficult. Okay. So your first task is to create a block. Go to the Create panel in the menu below. Great. Now click on the elevator from the inventory on the right. Press and hold left mouse button on the train to create. Easy enough. Nice. Now use the delete button to highlight below and click on the block you want to delete. Okay, so X to delete. Well done. You finished tutorial 1. Try the next tutorial to keep learning. Easy enough. Alright, in this series of blah blah blah, your first task is to use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Okay, oh, it's backwards. Zooming in on the mouse wheel zooms you away. Interesting. Okay, now click the rotate icon to rotate the world. Great, I'll just use the W key to move up, S key to move down. Alright, well done, you've now completed tutorial 2. Produce resources. Go to the production tab in inventory, select a solar panel, and click on terrain. Okay, so it looks like we have different terrain options or different block options. People, power, maybe this is actual structures, yeah, it looks like it, and then greenery, so organic. Alright, we're going to grab a solar panel, place it there. Nice. Now open the resources panel. Here you'll see the available resources. I believe that's this one right here. Oh no, it's over here. Okay. Wait for the solar panel to produce electricity. Okay, we're waiting for it. This game is really making me realize how dirty my monitor is. All these bright colors and everything, especially that first main menu. I really need to clean my monitor. Well done, you. Okay, easy enough. We produce some whatchamajigger electricity. Let's plant 3 trees and see what happens. All right. So let's do dense tree. We'll do 1 of each. 2 trees. Oh, not quite. There we go. And trees. Let's put that there in the middle. Great, now let's go into inspect mode. You can see what's going on with trees. If you hover over the block, you will see inputs and outputs. Our trees don't have any water. A block only produces outputs if it has inputs, otherwise they decay. Now let's use one of the data modes to see how the trees are doing. Now select the decay mode. Blocks will gradually turn red when they cannot produce resources. Blocks might eventually die from decay, be careful. Okay, so they'll change color as they go. They're dying because they're not receiving their inputs, which is water. You see over there on the right, you have water as the input and fresh air as the output. Tutorial 4. Okay, interdependence. Let's look at the inventory for a block that can produce water as an output. Okay. So it's probably going to be the well. There we go. And no input, but 1 output. We'll go ahead and place that there. Well done. This well produces water. Now go and check the resource window and wait to get 3 units of water. Okay, resource window. And now we're just going to wait for our water. May cut to it, depending on how long it'll take. Hey, there we go. Awesome, you're now ready to create some trees. Trees will create fresh air. Okay, so now if we produce the trees, they'll actually have water. There we go. Let's see, how did we rotate again? Okay. Try and produce fresh air. So now that should pop up the resources over here, because we have analysis, data viz, which is the decay data, production data, access data. Okay. Cool, so you can actually see it now. So the well is producing water for the trees are now producing fresh air. Well, at least one of them is. Okay, you've completed tutorial 5. You're very close to finishing. Oh, jeez. Okay. Try to create a windmill in the center of terrain. Okay, there we go. So this is how we're going to be producing power. Great, now go to data modes. Now go to access data. Oh, there's a bit of a bug. Okay, notice that the windmill is pink. This means that the windmill is not accessible. Try creating corridors between the windmill and the edge. Corridor. Huh. Why does it have to reach the edge? Oh, maybe because it's not registering like that land is existing? Interesting. Okay, notice how the windmill is now blue. This means the windmill is accessible. Accessible blocks can produce resources. Okay. So only accessible blocks can produce resources. Good to know. Structured data. Okay. And now we're producing electricity. You can try rotating a block by going to inspect mode. Inspect mode. Okay, we press R. Okay, ooh, look at it go. Okay, now we can, how do we leave inspect mode? Okay. Amazing, you have done it. You now use your new knowledge in the next tutorial. Ecology. Try to produce fresh air by creating trees and well water, or water wells. Try to make blocks accessible. Okay. So first things first, we gotta go ahead and grab ourselves the well. We'll just place that, I don't know, we'll just go in the corner over here. Okay, now the question is, do the trees have to be touching it? So let's put this guy, like, right there. So once we start producing water... Productivity. So he's not producing water just yet. See, is this time? No, it's angle. Okay, we're producing water now. Now the question is, will the tree get that water? What if we put another tree right next to it? Okay. This is still a learning process, guys. I'm learning the game too. I literally just wanted to get the video up as soon as possible, so I played for like 5 seconds into the tutorial. I was like, okay, the game works. Let's record it. Okay. So now it is producing, or this tree is getting water now, because we can tell because of the production data. See if a unit is accessible. Units with access won't press output. What if we did a corridor? Let's see, can we move these things? Alright, let's just delete that. This looks like it has to be touching in order to work. Okay, and we'll produce some electricity. Let's go into regular view. Windmill. Okay. And since it's on the edge, it should be accessible, right? We can go ahead and check that here under access data. Yep. So that should produce electricity any second now. Okay, there we go. Now you're ready for people to inhabit a home. Notice that a flat needs water, electricity, and fresh air. You should have that, so go ahead and create a flat. Try to produce labor. Corridor. Here's a flat. Small flat. Alright, we can just put that in front of the tree. Let's rotate that. There we are. Labor is key to allow other blocks to become productive. I wish you could kind of click and drag it to rotate it. Oh, what's that? What did I just do? Okay. It does not have access. Oh, it might need to reach the edge with the corridor. Let's try that. Is it going to change color? So we need to produce labor. All it said was to create a flat, right? Solar panel, wells, water tower. Let's try to build that one. Okay. So that one has all of its inputs, and that one does not. Interesting. Okay, we can go ahead and delete that, as well as this guy right here. And now we're just waiting for labor to be produced. Looks like money's going down. Fresh air, water, electricity. So at what point does labor get produced? That's what I want to know. Get data, decay. They're not decaying. Production, it's not producing yet. Why not? What's the big idea? Swell flat. It says it should be producing labor, but it's not. Okay, well now we're producing labor. I just like stuck two on top of each other. Okay, there we go. Nice, notice that you can stack flats or any other building block. If you create taller buildings, you will need vertical circulation for accessibility. Try adding an elevator to connect more flats above. Okay, so we're going to grab the elevator here. Let's see, I think we can just plop it right there. Well done, you've completed the last basic tutorial. Blockhood is all about ecology and interdependence. You're ready to try your luck in sandbox mode. Uh-oh, I don't feel ready. If I'm being perfectly honest here. God, my monitor is really dirty. There's a big smudge right there. There's a hair going across there. Okay, so let's take a look. Options. This is a little bugged out. So these are working. Cheat option, key bindings. I can't seem to click on these video options. I'm not sure if they're not available at this point or what, but I'll definitely... everything that I'm noticing right now, I'll definitely let the key bindings isn't available either. I'll definitely let the developers know. Plethora Projects LLC is the name of the developer. Jose Sanchez, I believe, is the lead dev. Yeah, directed and developed by Jose Sanchez. Very cool. Different challenges. Yeah, there's a... maybe the number 2 is just missing from the game files, because it's not there either. Sandbox mode. Okay, we'll go ahead and take a look at our sandbox mode. I'll just leave everything on basic. Welcome to Sandbox. This mode allows you to play with all blocks available. Try to keep your creations healthy as you develop larger and larger designs. So that's the idea of sandbox mode. And challenge mode looks like... okay, so you obtain 600 water, obtain 10 knowledge, obtain 500 money. It's kind of silly just calling it money. I don't know why. But we'll go ahead and jump in the sandbox mode and take a look at that. So it's going to be 10 wide, 10 deep, and was it 20 high? Okay, welcome to Sandbox. Here all blocks are available for you to create. Try the tutorials first to learn how to play. I already did that. Okay, so let's start with the very basics. As we did last time, we're going to start with a well. Well. I guess we'll just start in the middle. Even though with 10, there's not an exact middle. Ooh, that's going to bug me. That's going to be really annoying. I'm definitely going to always do odd-numbered bases from now on. Okay, we have the well. Let's get some trees in here. We don't need dense trees. There we go. Yeah, so from what I've seen in this game, like I'm sure I'll use a picture for the thumbnail or something, it's all about making basically simplified, stylized vertical towns. Like I saw some people talking about it and saying how it reminds them of Sim Tower, which I never played, but I did look at it and looked very similar. But I mean, am I really liking the art style? It's very calming, nice music. It's funny that this is a day-night cycle, and I think the buildings will actually light up at night. It's a very pretty looking game. That's why I've had my eye on it for a while. But look at all the stuff we got. Algae farms. I can't even say that. Anaerobic. Okay, I know that. Bee farm, biomass generators, landfill, recycle plants, structures, light posts, neon ads, sitting areas, bars, clinics. Yeah. So it's the whole thing. Because basically, what the game feels like, it's like they talk about, it's an experiment in ecology. Ecology is just how different natural systems work together. Like humans are part of the ecology now because we are making an effect on it. So we are affecting the ecology is affecting us. Things like water, wind, resources, all that stuff. Seems very neat. I'm excited to try it. Let's see what we're producing now. Are we producing fresh air yet? We're not producing water yet. It's taken a little bit for these things to respond. They should be able to just produce water in the middle, right? Let's check this. It says they're not. Do they have to touch the edge? Because I could have sworn the first time we did it, they weren't touching the edge. Let's delete these. Let's try this again. So, well, we'll just start there in the corner. Okay, there's something going on with music. There's 2 tracks of music playing right now. What the heck? Well, that's a bug. Okay, can we go to the main menu? Yeah, that was really bugging me. I don't know if you could tell, but there were 2 separate tracks playing at once. Understandable. This is literally the first 20 minutes that the beta has been available. Let's go back to the sandbox. Oh no, I wanted to change it. Alright, well, now that I know load times are relatively short, we can head back and make it 11 by 11. Sandbox. 11. Oh, there we go. No, I made it 12. Son of a bitch. Whatever. Okay. Well, we're just going to play around for just another couple minutes with this. Okay, well, you go there. Trees, you go there. There you go. We'll just get 2 of them. And let's see, solar panel. Okay, we can try that. Right clicking after it placed to rotate it. So you can't rotate until after it's placed, it would seem. Okay, yeah, there we go. We're producing water. Okay, we have our solar panels. And let's see, because if we inspect the item and we click on it, now it can rotate. I wish you could. There's got to be a way to rotate it before we place it. Maybe if you hit like R or something. No. Okay, well that's something I could possibly suggest to the developers. Okay, and we're producing electricity and fresh air. Excellent. So now we can try. Whoa. Just turned red all of a sudden. Interesting. Where is the small flat? It requires fresh air, electricity, and water, all of which we are producing. It will output labor, gray water, organics, and consumers. Okay, so I'm assuming the gray water organic waste, that may be something we may need to dispose of. Interesting. Okay, well, yeah, let's start with a flat. Let's see if we just place it there. Let's see if it starts. Okay, so right now it's decaying. Why is this decaying? It's receiving water. I'm not sure why it's decaying. Okay, they're accessible, but they are not producing. Even though it has all of its inputs. Well, let's just give it some time, see if it starts producing. Okay, well that tree died. Interesting. Maybe let's try putting just another tree back there. Maybe it's just not that well isn't producing enough water for these. Because these each require 1 water, and this is only outputting 1 water. Okay. So let's go ahead and delete that tree, I suppose. How much electricity are we producing? Yeah, we're producing a ton, so we don't necessarily need that second solar panel right now. Ooh, but we should remark that the solar panel might now work at night, so we might lose electricity. Okay, they have access, but they're not producing. What the heck? Okay, there we go. Now we're producing. Okay, so now we have organic waste, consumer, gray water, and labor. But we're down fresh air, water, and electricity. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have deleted that solar panel. Let's build another solar panel. And why wouldn't it be outputting? It doesn't need any inputs. It is not currently producing. Okay, let's try getting another well as well. Just to make sure that we are doing everything we can. Okay, now they're all producing. Let's get into the tree next to the well. So we are producing 1 water now. Okay, they all seem to be doing good. I feel like the balance of everything is just a little bit off right now. Okay, what the heck? Now it's down. How could we produce more water? Fish farm. I feel like the well is the only way. Well, I'll definitely tinker around with this more off camera, guys. because what I was seeing in like the trailers and stuff, people were making these giant cities. It looks really cool. I'll tinker around with this before recording the next episode, but I think it'll be neat. I think it shows promise, even at this early buggy stage. Also talk to developers about the problems I'm having so far and see if that's intended as part of the challenge or not. But leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Want to see more about the block code in the future. I'll see you next time. Bye.